moved, I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, author rain is August, wordplay is December, Then need my pennants and cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hit and hitting the different differs. What did he do with it, didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time. First up, we have Lightning Hand.
This bout is
so much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see. And we're underway in round one. Can't find a home for that jab. Misses with the straight left. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. He misses with that straight left. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Stamina is off the charts. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Not sure how serious that cut is, but the referee's going to take a good look at it. The referee says they're okay to fight, and we'll keep fighting. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? A lot of effort being exerted here. to land the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. He missed with the jab. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
Cornermen, get your job done, do it right.
Here we go to the fourth round. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
What a round. What had they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Failing to score with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more.
I hope they've got a good cuts man in that corner.
On to the fifth we go. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again. That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here. And yep, that's going to do it.
Time was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stop.
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on them, wait for them to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I thrive when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to be the GOAT and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's the style I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. Won't stop until I'm at the top, so high you have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
Another done. All day and just what have I become. No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Feel not the way for that info. Feel off, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I, yeah, it's just back.
You are looking like... First up we have...
This bout...
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. So here we go. Should be a good one. Do you believe what we are seeing? That misses. They exchange punches. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that hook. counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen this.
Here we go, it's round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Caution being thrown to the wind. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. And it's a one-hitter winner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That jab misses. Perfect counter lands. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And the swarm has been dropped. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my. That's a game changer. And down goes the swarm. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
That's lights out right there.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels.
Oh, hold on a second, John. And the Swarm goes crumbling to the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next?
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them. Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we record is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out.
First up,
This bout is
not too many. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that.
Are you okay?
So time to go celebrate.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat battery like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different time, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different time, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. Winning team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, don't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's overpowered, I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events, I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gear.
First up with this, a lot of trash talk between. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. That hook's blocked. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Nice exchange here from both men. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Defense is not an option for these two. He blocks the right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that lap. And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Stumbling around in potholes. It appears, hold that thought! Why weren't they covering up? And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods took...
1, 2, 3, 4. And you continue.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Misses with the straight left. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a moment this is! What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab was blocked. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Missed with that jab. Jab just missed with the left hand. His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knock. Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change everything in this battle. And that hook misses. Which fighter will say no mas? Stamina is off the charts. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. Trying to land that jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Just missed with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow.
This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. The jab can't find a home. Missing with the hook. Blocks that jab. The straight right just misses. Ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Stamina is... And there's the bell for round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Perfect counter shot. Good defense to block the hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Shot. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about champion.
Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? The straight right just misses. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this? Study my movements. Go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations. Bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause on it regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the chance. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprised? I'm addicted to winning, so since the beginning I only focus on horizons. Only regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my